All right, old school NBA fans, self-research, NBA facts. Got another video for you. As always, thanks to anybody who watches my videos, subscribes to my channel. I really appreciate it. This is part 3 of my Hall of Fame series. Like I said, I've had this information. I did really deep dive research on every player, basically the top 25 of every. I did take the top 25 of every decade who I thought were the top 25 players. In this one here in the 70s, I actually included 27 because of the ABA, and it just seemed like, there was that many players with 2 leagues going on. There were stars in both leagues and all that kind of thing. So anyway, this is it. Part 3, starting with Walt Frazier. Now again, actually it's Dave Bing, but I'm doing the player, whatever decade they played the majority of their career in, that's the decade they're put in. So I use LeBron James as an example. He's a 2010s player. He played, 6-7 years in the 2000s, and he's played 5 years so far in the 2020s. That's all fine and good. But he played all 10 years in the 2010s, so he's a 2010s player. Okay. Dave Bing is number 1 up here. Now, he's a top 75 player, so there's not really much to talk about. A 7-time All-Star. Played for 12 years from 67 to 78. 3-time All-NBA, 2 first, 1 second. He was a Rookie of the Year. His career numbers are 20.3 points, 6.0 assists. Dave Bing, no doubt about it, is a first ballot Hall of Famer. Okay, so we'll put a little check mark. No question. Dave Bing. Walt Frazier played for 13 years. Is also a 7-time All-Star, 6 times All-NBA, 4 first and 2 second with 7 first-team All-Defenses. Now, he may have got one his rookie year. I don't know. It doesn't matter. He won 2 championships. Walt Frazier undoubtedly belongs in the Hall of Fame. A terrific player. Billy Cunningham. He played only 11 seasons, a 5-time All-Star, but 4 of them were first team, 1 second. Some of that is in the ABA, though. He won 1 title. That was in 67, 76ers. He won an ABA MVP. Career, combining NBA and ABA, he's a career 21.2 points and 10.4 rebounds. Billy Cunningham is good enough, I think, to be in the Hall of Fame. He doesn't have a super strong case, but he does have a case. I think he's in. All right, Bob McAdoo played 14 years from 1973 to 1986. 5-time All-Star, a little deceiving because it's kind of low for somebody like him. Only 2 All-NBAs, 1 first and 1 second. But he had, Kareem to deal with. He had Dave Cowens and Wes Unseld. I mean, there was some, pretty good centers. Bob Lanier. There were some good centers in there. So, but Bob McAdoo won 2 championships backing up Kareem in the 80s. Instead of going to, like, the Clippers, and to get some numbers, he decided to back up Kareem, get his, 12 to 15 points a game, be a really important contributor, and win championships. He won a Rookie of the Year, an MVP, and 3 scoring titles. No doubt about it, Bob McAdoo deserves MVP. John Havlicek played for 16 years, from 1963 to 78. 13-time All-Star, 11-time All-NBA, 8-time All-Defense, 5 first team, won 8 championships, 6 with Bill Russell, 2 without Russell. Career, 20.8 points, 6.3 rebounds, and 4.8 assists. John Havlicek is a top 30 all-time player. Of course, he's a Hall of Famer, an NBA Hall of Famer. And that's what this is the NBA Hall of Fame. This does not include any other league, college, does not matter. This is just NBA career. Coaching, none of that matters. NBA player career only. That's all we're doing here. All right, Dave Cowens. He played for 11 years from 71 to 80, skipped a couple years, came back in 83, an 8-time All-Star, 3-time All-NBA, a 3-time All-Defense, won 2 championships. He won Rookie of the Year, an MVP. 4 times he was in the top 4 in MVP. No doubt Dave Cowens is a Hall of Fame player. No question. Dr. J, what can you say? 16 years, 16-time All-Star, 9 first-team All-NBA or ABA, 3-time second team, 1 all-defense, 3 championships, 2 in the ABA, 1 in the NBA, 4 MVPs, 3 in the ABA, 1 in the NBA. He's a career 24.2 points, 8.5 rebounds, 4.2 assists, 2 steals, and 1.7 blocks. Those are just unbelievable across the board numbers. Great. One of the best well-rounded players as far as putting up stats that we've ever seen. No doubt about it. Gail Goodrich played for 14 years from 66 to 79. 5-time All-Star, 1 first-team All-NBA, no all-defenses. He won 1 championship on that best team ever in 72. Now, typically, a guy connected to a great team or whatever is not going to get much special consideration from me. But Gail Goodrich was more than just that, amazing season in 72. 5 years of 22-plus points per game, career 18.6 points per game, and he maintained that over 14 years. Gail Goodrich does not have a super strong case, but a case nonetheless. He should be in the Hall of Fame. A very, very good score. All right, Pete Maravich. He only played 10 years, 5-time All-Star, 4-time All-NBA, no all-defenses, never won a championship. He won 1 scoring title, but his career average is 24.2 points per game, which is amazing. That's almost George Gervin territory. 5.4 assists. And he was a 2-guard, not a point guard. So, no question, Pete Maravich should be in the Hall of Fame. Now, I don't think Maravich deserves top 75. I think there's about 5 guys I would take out and put 5 in. He's one of the guys I would take out. But definitely Hall of Fame, no doubt. All right, you got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Played for 20 seasons. We already, 19-time All-Star, 15-time All-NBA, 11-time All-Defense, 6 championships, 6 MVPs, 4 block titles, 1 rebound, 2 score. Nothing to think about, of course. Kareem is a Hall of Famer. Tiny Archibald played for 13 years, 6-time All-Star, 5-time All-NBA, won 1 championship on the 81 Celtics, has a scoring title, he has an assist title, he's a career 18.8 points and 7.4 assists. Tiny Archibald definitely deserves Hall of Fame. Top 75, I'd say on the lower end, but he should probably get in. Rick Barry. 14 years, a 12-time All-Star. Now, he played NBA and ABA too. He's one of those guys, but he won in both. 9-time first-team All-NBA or ABA, 1 second team, won 1. Oh, yeah, I guess he did. He just won the 1 NBA championship. He won Rookie of the Year. He's got a Finals MVP, 2 scoring titles, a steals title, and 7 free throw titles. No question, Rick Barry is a Hall of Famer. I don't know why I thought he won the ABA. I thought he did, but I guess he didn't. George Gervin played 14 years, 12-time All-Star, 5 first-team All-NBA, 4 second-team. He never won a championship, but he has 4 scoring titles, which is the 3rd most, by the way. I think he's tied with Durant and Allen Iverson. 25.1 points per game. Definitely George Gervin, Hall of Fame. Elvin Hayes played for 16 years, and this is a guy that basically missed no games his whole career. It's an amazing feat. Like the greatest Iron Man the NBA's ever seen. So that alone should get him something. 12-time All-Star, 6-time All-NBA, 2-time All-Defense, 1 championship, that would have been in 78. He has a scoring title and 2 rebound titles, no doubt. Elvin Hayes, Hall of Famer. Earl Monroe, he's interesting. 13 years he played. He's a 4-time All-Star, 1 All-NBA, was a first team, no all-defenses, won 1 championship. That would have been the 73 Knicks, I believe. He won Rookie of the Year in a career 18.8 points per game. He's a top 75 player. I guess we put him in because he did help win the championship, and he does have, a good career number, but I'm not that high on Earl Monroe, to be honest with you, and I know a lot of people. But the fact he did maintain it for 13 years helps his case. But yeah, I would say he's just in. He's one of them, maybe like a 2nd or 3rd ballot Hall of Famers. But he is a Hall of Famer. Wes Unseld played 13 years from 69 to 81, a 5-time All-Star, 1 first-team All-NBA. Again, he's dealing with Dave Cowens and Bob Lanier and Bob McAdoo and Kareem for that first team. Even Bill Walton a couple years. Very tough to get that. Nate Thurmond, very tough to get that first-team All-NBA. But he did get 1. No all-defenses for Wes. He has 1 championship, also 78. He won a Rookie of the Year, an MVP, and a Finals MVP. No doubt, the undersized 6'7" Wes Unseld center is MVP. Nate Thurmond played 14 years, a 7-time All-Star, never made All-NBA. Again, the competition was pretty stiff. 2 first-team he actually never made All-NBA. 2 first-team All-Defense, 3 second-team. No championships, a career, 15 points and 15 rebounds. Nate Thurmond does deserve Hall of Fame. I would say yes. Now, is he a top 75? He's another one of them that I'm shaky on, but I'd have to take a closer look. David Thompson may be the most interesting player on this board. He played 9 years, and for those 9 years, for at least 7 of them, he was dynamite. I mean, he was awesome. 5-time All-Star, 3-time All-NBA, never made All-Defense, never won a championship. He won Rookie of the Year and has a career of 22.7 points per game. I mean, he only played 9 years, and I think he meant, like his last year, he didn't play a lot. He's close, and my initial instinct is to say that he is a Hall of Famer, but I got to tell you, man, he's another one of those, maybe just barely in, but if somebody said David Thompson does not deserve Hall of Fame, I wouldn't argue. All right, Dan Issel played 15 years, 7-time All-Star, 5 times All-NBA, or actually ABA. He played a lot of ABA. He was also 5 times All-Defense. He won 1 ABA championship, Rookie of the Year, combining ABA and NBA is a 22.6 points and 9.1 rebounds. He's a Hall of Famer, no doubt. He's definitely got the credentials for it. Spencer Haywood played 13 years from 70 to 83. He even played on that 1980 Lakers team backing up Kareem. 5-time All-Star, 5-time All-ABA, I believe it was, 5-time All-Defense, 1 championship in the ABA, and he won 1 in the NBA. He's a Rookie of the Year and an ABA MVP. I say Spencer Haywood definitely deserves Hall of Fame. Bob Lanier, another one of these centers. There were so many in the ABA and the NBA. Now, they weren't as high level as, say, like the 90s, but there was some very good centers, Hall of Fame level centers. Bob Lanier for 14 years was an 8-time All-Star, never made All-NBA or All-Defense, never won a championship, but he had 9 years of 21 or more points per game. I mean, that's pretty damn good. 8-time All-Star. Bob Lanier is a Hall of Famer. Paul Westphal played for 12 years, a 5-time All-Star, 4 times made All-NBA, 1 championship, 5 years of 20-plus points per game. He's a career 50.4% field goal shooter, which is pretty good. But for me, Paul Westphal is borderline, and I do not have him as a Hall of Famer. I know he's close, and you can make an argument for him, but I say Paul Westphal is not a Hall of Famer. George McGinnis played 11 years, 72 to 82, 6-time All-Star, a lot of that's in the ABA. 5-time All-ABA player, 2 championships in the ABA. They had a chance to win one in the NBA, but they were up 2-0 on Portland in 1977, did not win it. Okay, he has an ABA MVP and an ABA scoring title. Now, I do think they're a little lesser than the NBA because I think there was just better players in the NBA, but there were some good players in the ABA, for sure. All things considered, I would say, yeah, McGinnis probably deserves Hall of Fame. I mean, we can't hold it against people like they were bums they played in the ABA, but you had to be really good in the ABA, like win MVPs, championships, scoring titles, like McGinnis did. And this next guy, no doubt about it. Mel Daniels, he played 10 seasons, all in the ABA. I think his last year was in the NBA in 77. 7 times All-Star, 5 times All-ABA, 3-time champion in the ABA, and he would have been like your MVP, Finals MVP. Rookie of the Year, and 2 ABA MVPs. So to me, Mel Daniels is in. 10 years is a little low, but that's enough. I say Mel Daniels deserves it. JoJo White played for 12 years, a 7-time All-Star, 2 second-team All-NBA. He won 2 championships with Boston. He won the Finals MVP in a career of 17.2 points per game. Now, JoJo White is another one that's really close. I'll probably put him in, but I could easily make a case that he's not in. But so far, every one of these guys is in except for Paul Westphal. Artis Gilmore played for 17 seasons, from 72 to 88, an 11-time All-Star. Most of that's in the ABA, but he did have a pretty good NBA career, too. It wasn't just a bump. 4 first-team all defense and 1 second-team all-defense. 1 ABA championship. He won Rookie of the Year. He has a block title. He has a rebound title. He's a career 18.8 points and 12.3 rebounds, combining ABA and NBA. Artis Gilmore definitely is a Hall of Famer. In fact, I would maybe replace Artis Gilmore for somebody like Pete Maravich, maybe. I would consider it. And maybe even this next guy. The last guy, and I don't think he's top 75. I did a video on that. Bill Walton. He played parts of 10 years, never really putting together a full season. Out of a possible 13 years, he played 10. He was a 2-time All-Star, 2-time All-NBA, 2-time All-Defense, won 2 championships, and one of them was as the 6th man in '86 Boston. He won an MVP in '78 season, but never even got a chance to defend his title because he got hurt. Finals MVP in '77. He has a rebound title and a block title, but he didn't play the full season. As much as I hate to do it, and Bill Walton, if we include college, for sure, he belongs in the Basketball Hall of Fame. But NBA, is it enough that a guy, played parts of 10 years, but really, if you add it all up, the guy played like 4.5 seasons. That's it, really. He's got an MVP and a Finals MVP, a rebound title, and block title. But he didn't play full seasons to earn the rebound title or the block title. For me, Bill Walton is not an NBA Hall of Famer. And I know that comes as shocking. What, Bill Walton? But he's not. He just did not have enough of a career. Now, if he would have won the championship in '78, like an MVP followed up by another Finals MVP, maybe had a couple more years of like getting all NBAs or something. But I mean, he's a 2-time All-Star. That's it. He only put together enough seasons. It's not his fault. And I hate punishing the guy for it, but he is just not an NBA Hall of Famer. You got to look at the totality of their career, not longevity stats, not just accolades. You got to look at the whole body of work. Look at it all. Is that worthy of Hall of Fame? Everybody has their own standard. And this stuff is so subjective. I am not the authority on this stuff, but I'm, a fairly firm grader. And the 70s had a lot of players to choose from because they had 2 leagues. Players like George McGinnis, Mel Daniels, Artis Gilmore, Spencer Haywood, Dan Issel. David Thompson only played like 1 year, I think. But, there were other guys. Rick Barry, part of his career, he played in the ABA. Some of those guys in there, Billy Cunningham, they had a lot of ABA time. And, if they played the NBA all the way through, I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know if they would have been Hall of Famers or not. But I'm treating them, just like the NBA, basically. So, anyway, that's all I got for this video. This is the 3rd one. The 1980s will be up next. So anyway, if you liked the video, thanks for watching. Please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. And there'll be part 4 tomorrow, which will be the 1980s. So anyway, that's it for now.